Right. Good day to you guys, and welcome to my channel today. And I'm sorry that it was a little bit some lagging right from the beginning. This is part 2 of sinking Soakaway. As you can see, the explanation I'm going to give you here today is a continuation of the last transmission last week Sunday. If you look at this, we said sinking Soakaway. In this modern day, nobody does the old conventional Soakaway anymore. Nobody does the old conventional Soakaway. Right. This is the modern day Soakaway as it's supposed to be done. Remember, if you missed the last Sunday program, I will advise you to go and watch this. Welcome, guys, the 4 guys that are online now. How are you today? Thank you for joining me today for another exciting time on Ebony World TV. We are continuing the sinking Soakaway, and as I promised you, I said I'm going to bring you the video for this. Okay, and this is what you're looking at now. The video of us sinking Soakaway as it's been done nowadays. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Right. If you look at this image that you're looking at here now, I told you of the planks, the wooden planks, your carpenter. Please bear with me with that image as it is on the well, this is a better one. This is a better image, and look at it. I'm coming to explain to you what this means. The sinking Soakaway, as I've explained last Sunday, it's a big box, like you did a container, a big container on the designated place you want the Soakaway to be built on. This container is either by 11 feet or 11 by 12 feet. That is exactly how the size of the property is, and the usage, how heavy they will be using, how many toilets, how many bathrooms, how many waste toilets or waste pipes that you have in the building. The building that we are showing you here now is one of my fans that we told you, the dream house that was in Nigeria to build his own house. It's done very well, and they listened to the instruction and to advice we gave him, and that is what you're looking at there. If I take you back, okay, I'm going to take you back to something, okay, bear with me. Right here, sorry, let me just play it again. Right here, this is the iron rod. The iron rod, if you see that, there's the vertical one is the 15 to 16 mm, while the horizontal one is the 10 mm, which crisscross each other, 15 and 16 mm upright, while the 10 mm is the one on the width, which cuts across in the middle. So your welder will create it. The carpenter is going to work here. The carpenter is the one that will get. You don't have to buy brand new wood. It could be the existing wood which they have used to do the decking in the building. It could be the existing wood which they are used to do the makeshift steps in the building. Where this image has stopped here, that the plank I'm going to move forward a little bit so that I can do more explanation on this for you. You remember I mentioned last Sunday that the sinking Soakaway, let me just quickly recap. The sinking Soakaway, when your structural engineer or the engineer or the contractor, or according to the design that is on the building plan, in the plan, where your waste, your Soakaway spot will. Oh, thanks for, yeah, thank you, yo, hello Germany friend, thank you all my friends all over the world, thank you Dapo. I did Dapo, let me just put it Dapo. We don't put the idea, but I mean just in a short form of it. Right. Once you find the spot, once the spot has been marked in the building where you want the Soakaway to be, the normal Soakaway area in the building, they mark it round, they measure it 10 by 11 by 12 or 10 by 12. Once it is marked, the carpenter will do a box for you. They, like I said, they don't have to go and buy new wood. They don't need to go and exploit you. Hello Kazim. Oh, thank you very much. I'm back. I told you I'm going to come back in May. I started last Sunday. So let them not exploit you. I have had enough of people, because they don't have idea of what they are talking about. They just give abnormal, astronomical quotation, astronomical figure about simple things that they can actually get within the building that they've already started work. There are materials, they don't have to buy new materials for this Soakaway. Please do not let them exploit you. You do not need new materials for this Soakaway, sinking Soakaway. Because don't forget that you started foundation. Don't forget that you did the job to the lintel level. Don't forget that you did lintel. So the materials they have used for the foundation are still there if they don't borrow it. The materials they have used for the lintel, the wood which they've used around the lintel to do the lintel is still available. So the materials, the wood which they have used to do the decking is still available. So do not let anybody tell you a cat and bull story about you buying another set of wood to do your sinking Soakaway. So it is the materials that are already on ground that your carpenter will use. I can understand if the welder will need to buy a new some set of iron rod, because the ones that they have on ground are short pieces which will not be long enough to go around the boxes. So I'm going to what you're looking at, the existing wood structure that you have within the building. The carpenter will mold it. When your bricklayer measures the spots where they want the Soakaway to be dug, they will measure it, and the carpenter will do a thickness of a 9 inches block. Sometimes it could be long, it could be a bit bigger than that. 9 inches block thickness. They will do the box with the existing wood of 12 inch by 12 wood that they have used to do the lintel. So they will do it round, and while they do the first part of it, the carpenter will, then the welder will do look at, I'm playing the video now. Look at it as it goes. Look at it right round. The welder will do that metal before they do the outer box. The inner box is what you see there. The inner box is what you see. So that is the outer box on the other side of the left. So the structure where exactly the Soakaway will be, the sinking Soakaway that we are talking about. Nobody does the look at the outer box. You can see the wood is not fresh wood. It's not new wood. It's an old wood which has already been. That's the outer panel. That's been, even they use bamboo. That's an intelligent contractor. They've used bamboo at the outer. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be smooth and white, because this thing is going sinking into the ground. But the good look at it. After it's been finished, did you see? Sorry, I'm coming to that. The iron rod was done to make sure that this is solid enough, big enough to contain the concrete. And then granite, they will get granite, do 3/4 granite, the same method when they used to do the decking is the same method. It's just that this one is standing. The same method, the materials used leftover, the granite used leftover, leftover granite. You can see the top of that. Look at the inside. This is a standing tank, concrete tank that has not gone into the ground. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this. After it's been the 3/4 granite, sharp sand that has been used left over for your decking. So it is not something that this construction, they have two, because the compound is very big. Look at it from the top. Look at the ladder inside. Look at the ladder that is right inside. That's what the people that would dig the ground, they will use to climb inside into the sinking Soakaway. You could see that. Look at that Soakaway now. It's standing on its own. That is what is called sinking Soakaway. Look at all the iron rod that was sticking out. These ones are going to stay there till they do the slab. All right, let me stop you there because that one is not showing properly. I'm bringing you to a better video that will bear with me, just bear with me. I'm going to give you a better video. Right, look at it now. What you were looking before, bear with me. Have you seen that before you bring your question? Sorry, let me see. Right, okay, welcome you guys. I'm going to stop there. Look at that. I'm just showing you something. They've already dug the ground. All right, look at that. I'll pause the video right there, and what I want to show you here is that the Soakaway was standing on the ground before he went into the ground. The Soakaway, the reason, it's still Soakaway. It is still Soakaway, but it will stand the test of time. It is rugged. It is strong. It is durable. It will not collapse. It will not flood the building, because now in those days people do a lot of things without looking at what will happen in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years development plan. They don't do that. They don't believe that. Let's just erect the building. They don't take into consideration care as to all their waste, how they're going to treat it, how they're going to get rid of it from the site without causing future problem. But what we realize, including the ones that even we lived in, I have seen cases. I should have brought you the video of you can see the video of the ones that have collapsed. Maybe next Sunday I will show you the ones that they have done with ordinary 9 inches. See this gentleman that is inside of that sinking Soakaway. They have done what they are doing now. They are evacuating the sand from that place. Now where they are standing, they are already, in those days it is block, 9 inches blocks. They will put right round the 4 walls of Soakaway, but that one don't last. I give them maximum 7 to 8 years. When you drive across over this, it collapses and the sewage starts pumping out from the ground. So you wouldn't have spent so much money and then be spending huge amount of money to be redigging. Maybe you don't even have space in the building anymore. How are you going to dig a Soakaway with sewage and feces looming around the house? Okay, I'm going to pause back a bit now. Show you something. Bear with me. Right, sorry. Oh, sorry. That's a bit. Bear with me. I'm just right. If you look at this image, I think I need to go a little bit. Sorry. That initial, that's the iron rod before the outer panel was laid on it. That iron rod, that's 16 mm iron rod. If you want a solid sinking Soakaway, right? That is it, standing on the spot where this they will sink it down. That's why they call it sinking soakaway that we're talking about, right? Bear with me, just 1 minute, just 1 second. Sorry. Right. Bear with me. Just bear with me. I'm really sorry for the time wasting now. I know I don't want this thing to disturb a lot of people in terms of blocking their view. Right. Okay. So thank you. Right. I brought that down a little bit. So where the image you're looking at there is to illustrate how the sinking soakaway builds when they started. The iron rod is there, or the 16 mm, and then the 10 mm is the one that vertical. So the vertical one is 16 mm. The welder will know, if they are experienced, they should be able to know this. Okay, they should be able to know how to do this. The inner box is first done, then the welder now brings the iron rod right round to the outer shell before they now cover it up. Let me play it a bit. So, and if you see that, you see the panel, that's the one that is to be used to cover it outside. All right, is to be used to cover. This is the wood has been done inside, and then the metal is done, and then the outer one is to be covered. If you look at it now, that is the panel on the right side standing on the wall. That panel is the one to cover it before they put the concrete and sharp sand, and then it goes on and on like that, and that's the one to cover it from outside. Okay, just bear with me. I'm trying to show you. See, right round, they have not covered it now. They've not put raw concrete. They haven't done it. If you look at it properly, that's how it should be. Now this makes it to be very solid. Okay, you're not going to dig the ground now. The ground is not is where it's going to sink. Right, let me pause there. Now that is it there. It's still they've not poured the concrete. They did it they will do it for 2 days before they cement it. Now you see the iron rod sticking out here. You see the iron rod sticking out there. Look at that image there. That is where exactly they will dig the ground. Please subscribe. Bring your friends to. I need over 3,000 subscribers now. I need over 3,000 subscribers. I'm hitting it now. If you look at it now, for those of you that are just joining us, when this video finish, I will advise you to go and watch last Sunday video. You will be able to understand these images very well. And if you miss the beginning of this, then after the video has been processed, you will be able to go back and watch it. But because I've played the video, because you won't get it, and once you come off it, so that is the sinking soakaway. Then once the concrete has been pouring it, your bricklayer has poured this after the carpenter has done his own work, has finished it. Welder has done his own work, has finished it. Then the bricklayer pours this concrete, cement, granite, just the same process how they do decking. And the point 2-3 days is solid, is strong, and then they start plaster. They do the plaster outside for it to be smoothly going into the ground properly. Okay, let me just play that for you. I'm coming. See as it is. That is, they plaster the outside. They can plaster the inside. They don't have to, but it will be advisable to plaster it. But we will be they plaster it. As you can see there, I'm going to, once I get to the one that where you can see right around, the ladder is against it, and that is how they are going to climb into the soakaway. The two of these is one of our fans from Italy who has this project, and we advised him on what to do. You can see the top of the sinking. Look at the rod right round. You can see the inside now. If I press back a little bit, oh sorry, that's too much. Right, see inside of the soakaway. Did you see the inside of the soakaway as it is now? Right, that's a bit too. Yeah, that's the inside. Those are the rods sticking out for the slab to be able to accommodate this, the weight of the slab that we use to cover it. Okay, right. If you look at that now, see the inside, right? The inside this, the laborers we climb over and start digging this down. You see the edges, see the thickness, and see the thickness of the soakaway. You can see it that way. You can see the thickness here. See how thick. This, I can tell you, this will last over 50 years. There's nothing like making it collapse. I can guarantee you. When you get this is the kind of things you should be watching. Once you have an idea of this, when your contractor is rushing to rush your project, you say, listen, I don't want you to rush my project. I know what I'm talking about. I want sinking Soakaway. I want sinking Soakaway for my project. When you get to this stage of your project, you are the one that will be dictating to your contractor, not your contractor dictating to you. Because I've seen a lot of contractors telling cock and bull story about, because they want money, they want quick money, quick project, and run away. They don't want to do it properly. They don't want to listen to your advice. But when they know that when you are measuring things like this, the size, the measurement, the technical word of it, they will bow. They will not mess you. They will not mess you up. They will not treat your project anyhow. They will not treat your project because you work hard. Hustlers work hard for their money. They will not treat you. When you start mentioning things like that, look, I don't want you to do just any Soakaway for me. I want the sinking Soakaway, and this is the way to do it. This is how to do it. This is what you should do. You need the service of this. You need the service of that. They will bow. They will understand. They will respect you. All right. They will definitely not. They will not just treat your project and abandon it and run away. Look at this gentleman. Took our advice. That's the second one. If you look at it, because the property is big. That's a 6-bedroom, self-contained, 6 self-contained flats on the ground floor. So they need more than one Soakaway. They put one almost towards the end of the house at the back, and then they put another one in the front. Okay, all right. So please bring all your questions onto to the show today. Sorry, I paused that. I'm going to play that. I'm carry on playing that. Right. Look at the second. The guy is a very clever. Aha! Look at that. Look at this picture here. That is the ladder to climb into the Soakaway. Exactly the spot where they want the Soakaway to go right down. This will go gradually into the soil, and then I can guarantee you, any project where they do this will last so long. So when you're telling look at the thickness. The thickness is like a bridge. When you drive over a bridge, that is how solid your bridge. The bridges on where you are in Europe, in America, in US, in Australia, in Canada, those bridges, they can stand the test of weight of trailers that are running on top of it. That is why we do that. You can imagine that the sinking Soakaway is the main thing now, right? Yeah. Can this be done? Yeah, it can be done. It can be done on a small space. But the thing is that it lasts and lasts and lasts for a very long time. It can last and last and last. So your contractor will know that you are very intelligent. You are wise. You are not doing just anything. Just come with me. Just watch that. The sinking Soakaway. Right. If you are coming late, if you are just joining us, right? Please go back. I will advise you to go back and watch this. After Google my probably process, I've done 24 minutes. I've got another 15 minutes. I'm not going to stay long today because I've got other things that I need to reply. I said I'm going to bring this video. So right, I'm going to play more. You're still going to see the small that if you stay with me, tell your friends to come on this show right now. It is informative. It is something that we boost you to carry on in your project, because when you have something like this, you have a peace of mind that you've done something great, because you don't have to worry in 5 years time that it will collapse. This will not collapse. This is like a bridge that has been done over Atlantic Ocean, or Third Mainland Bridge. Third Mainland Bridge is more than 30 years old and it's still going. A good bridge. Right, you and I know that anything worth doing at all is worth doing well. Come with me. Let me play you the remainder of the sinking Soakaway. All right. So that is how solid it will be before they start sinking it into the ground. You see the leftover wood. The man is clever. He told them. Let me be honest with you. Some contractor will sell those wood to some people. They will sell the wood, and the people that will buy it will go and use it elsewhere. They do not. I'll give you a clear video on that. Bear with me. I'm going to get you a clear picture of that one. Okay. If you're just coming in, right? Look at that. Now this is the position. Sorry, it's a bent video. This is the position where it's already been. Look at them wiping, taking on. They've been digging it. You can see. Let me pause it here. Look at that. See what you can see when it was standing upright. The sinking Soakaway. You can see that. You can see that image when he was on top and has high. And look at those other wood on the side. Look at the wood, the leftover wood. They will still use that, but some contractor will sell that out. Okay, I'm going to go back. I mean, the gentleman that just joined us. For you, if you are just joining us, please endeavor to make sure that you go and watch this so that you learn. Not only learning, you see, you watch the video and you can tell your contractor, please, this is what I want. If you can't understand, post them the video. Let your contractor watch this video and say, this is the way I want it. This is the way I want it done. You cannot do it because they like contractors. Some contractors don't like being told good things. They don't like. They want something they can quickly do within a week and two and run and get their money and go. So, but we are all based abroad. We've seen good things. We see the way they do things. Even in Nigeria nowadays, people watch video, they watch movie, they watch YouTube to and copy it to do their project. So I will advise you, don't not let any contractor or any uncle or any brother dictate to you that this is how it's been done. No, you tell them, no, it's my money. This is what I want to be done in my project. All right, I'm going to bear with me. I'm going to step back a bit for you. Let me just sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, let me just right. For you that just right, look at that. That is the beginning of it. Before this, that was the beginning, and that was how it was before. Okay, see the beginning of it, see what it is now. See the beginning of the sinking Soakaway, how it started. See what they are doing now. Right, see it as it is now before. Right, see, if you are just joining, that is how rough with the old regular normal. See what they are doing now. It's already sinking into the ground. And look at it, the rough state of it as it's been done. Right, see, once I'm just using it, I'm going back and front so that you will be able to explain to your contractor. He cannot tell you lies. He cannot say, I want this to be done. This is how I want it to be. This is how they do it in Nigeria. This is how they do it. This is how, but we tell them, look, go and watch this. See as it's standing. See it now as it's being erected to the ground. See it as it's standing. Right. See it as it's already been dug into the soil. They are now, these guys have dug on, even if there's a water there, they put a pumping machine to pump all the water away. See the pump, the pumping machine is draining all the water away. So I don't know. There's no rocket science. It is something that can be done. See the guys doing the hard work, pushing everything out, getting rid of the sand. They dug. Look at the side of the Soakaway. Look at it. They will dig right round. They will dig everything right round. They will dig everything right round. Look at them. Look at them again. Look at what they are doing. Look at what they are doing. Look at the good job that they are doing. See, they dug right front, both inside, both outside, and when they saw water, they used machine to drain the water out. This becomes solid, and I can bet you this is exactly what needs to be done. Bear with me. The next stage of this sinking Soakaway, I'm going to show you the video now. You'll be amazed, because this is what we are talking about. Quality job, quality work, quality good things which the contractor needs to know. You have an idea. Even if you are not building your house now, you have an idea of what to do when it comes to stages like this, the sinking Soakaway. Bear with me, all right? Look at that. They're sucking everything out, right? And now the final stage of the sinking Soakaway, right? Just wait and watch. You watch what is happening now. Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Now, what do you see here? Look, I'm going to pause there. Did you see any sinking Soakaway on the surface of the soil at the moment? No. This is what we are talking about. When you build in your house, you want everything to be free. You want to drive smoothly. This is not the final stage, but this has been covered with a big, thick slab. That slab can take the structure of a trailer weight in your compound. That is, this is a solid platform cover for your sinking Soakaway. Now, this is professional effect, professional approach, professional input into this gentleman who came all the way from Italy. Is a very sensible and intelligent man. He said, Mr. Damora, give me an idea. I want my compound to be free of blocks, of things sticking out. With the conduit, he doesn't want anything sticking out. Let me go back and show you. But the gentleman has just joined us. I'm sorry, because I'm so happy with this. Bear with me. Look at that. That is the rough stage of the sinking Soakaway. All right. Look at it. Look at them digging it. Look at how rough. Look at the rough surrounding of the sinking Soakaway. Oh, not even that. Look at that. Look at this. I'm telling you. Look at that. Look. You haven't seen anything. You didn't see anything. I'm telling you. Oh, God, I'm impressed with this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the rough state as he was. The sinking Soakaway when he was what's he called? When he was. Bear with me. I'm trying to look for the previous image. Look at how rough. See how rough the Soakaway is. Look at how rough. They are digging everything out. Look at it. The sinking Soakaway. This is the work. The input. What goes into it. Look at it. Just look at the work. Look at the work they are doing. That is what we are telling you. So this registers in your brain when you begin to do your own project. Okay. Right. I'm going to move the next image so that we won't waste our time before we start talking about today's other questions that will come across along the line. Okay, so I move you to the last one. Look at the slab. Look at it. See how level. It's not even up to the side of the foundation. Sorry, I have to. Look at it there. Bear with me. Look at it before it goes into the soil. That's the sinking Soakaway standing there. Look at it. Look at how rough the stars are sticking out. Right, it's sticking out. They plastered it. They haven't started digging the ground. See how sticking out it is. The sinking Soakaway, it is sensible. Right. I'm going to give you the final analysis, and we end that discussion about sinking Soakaway before we bring some of our questions, our worried questions questions that we are bothered about on today's show. Yeah, now look at that. Thank you for all the guys that are just coming in. We cannot be flicking back and front because some people will be bored with what we have talked today. But you can always go back to watch the video again once Google has vetted it to be the right video. Is not incriminating, it's not disturbing, it's not something to worry about. So that is it. Look at it. Look at that, the level of the ground of the compound. Does anybody know that any sinking Soakaway was here before? Look at it. Look at it. Look at this, the surrounding. Let me tell you, this is professional thought. This is a professional thought. That's the second Soakaway. Look at the same thing they did there. Look at that. Look at that. Nobody ever know that anything was sticking out. Nobody will ever know that something was done on that space. I'm telling you, look at it. Look at that. That is incredible. Incredible work. I'm telling you, by God. Seriously, look at it. If you want to look at it, look at that. Look at that. Just imagine what was on that ground a few weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago, right? Just imagine. Look at that. See how rough it was in the beginning? Look at it. How it was in the beginning. Look at the rough state of the sinking Soakaway. So when you want your compound to be wonderfully made, clean, free, drive through, nobody will be disturbed. Nothing. It's not bumpy. It's not bumpy at all. That's the sinking Soakaway that I'm talking about. We were discussing about it last Sunday, but people don't quickly get what I was talking about. But look at it now. Look at where it is. The sinking Soakaway. All right, the sinking Soakaway is what we're talking about today. Right. So the gentleman did 2 of it because of the size. 6-bedroom, 6 self-contained flats. They made 2 of those sinking Soakaway in the building, 1 at the back, 1 in the front, to withstand the pressure, the amount of usage of the waste. Okay, so look at it before and after. Look at it. The rough sinking Soakaway is a box. The carpenter will use the old wood in the compound. The old wood. The only thing that they're gonna buy is maybe they're gonna buy iron. The weather will buy iron rod. Will buy the 16 mm, and the thickness must be 9 inches. Look at it before it goes into this. Before they start digging the ground. If you're just joining us now, look at it now. I'm just giving you repeated illustration of this sinking Soakaway so that you don't get your contractor don't mess you up and say, no, don't worry, let's do it. Let's put 3 blocks, 300 blocks together, and then after a couple of months, a couple of years, 2, 3, 1 week rain will just wash and make everything to collapse and into this, and then everybody start panicking about what should we do when the right thing was not done. See the thickness of the sinking Soakaway. See how thick it is, and that is how it should be done. See thickness. There's nothing. If you bring a JCB caterpillar, they cannot bulldoze that down. That is what we are talking about sinking Soakaway. So bring your questions, your worries. That's the second time. Sinking tank Soakaway, standing tank, and then you will see what goes into it. See as it is. If you're just joining us, that's how it's standing without going into the soil, into the sand as it is. And that is how we call the sinking Soakaway. It's just like that. Exactly. If it is the old conventional one, where that tank concrete is standing is where they're going to dig, and they will now put blocks around and put cement around and cover it, and before you know it, I'm going to jump down. Let me just leave you, for you that you're just joining us, that is how it looks like. I'm not going to stay long too much today. Right, for those of you that are just joining us, that is exactly the part 2 of the sinking Soakaway. And look at them taking the soil. They've done the sideways. They are now taking the inside out. There are some laborers, some workers that did the outside and did the inside, and also see the final analysis of the wall. You're going to see the slab This slab, the thickness of the slab is about 9 inches thick, very strong slab. Sorry, that's a little bit. The video is not really very sharp there. And just to give you more illustration, and look at them. Look at them. They will cement it outside. They will cement it inside, so that when they are digging it, nothing affects. If I'm digging or not digging, look at the way it went down to the ground, to the soil, and that is what we call the sinking soakaway. Right now, the final analysis of it is the thickness is thicker than the decking. For them to they're still going to do interlocking bricks. They want to make the paving slab all around the compound that will match the level of that slab. Everything has been buried to the ground, has been covered, and this will last years and years and years without somebody ringing you in Italy, or ringing you in US, or ringing you in Australia. Oh, our Soakaway is already sunken. Our Soakaway is broken. Our Soakaway is coming. Feces is coming out. Something as pool water is coming. Sewage is coming out to the compound. You will not hear that kind of story. This will last years and years. Look at what they've done there. So if this man can do it, you can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. That is what we are talking about. This is what we call sinking soakaway. This is what we call sinking soakaway. Now, if you have your questions today, please bring your question on board. Let us answer it. Let us ruminate it. Oh, thank you. What about the floor? What about the floor? Are they also going to conclude? Yeah, the floor in the man has a different idea about what to do. You know, the interlocking bricks. This paving, when it gets to that level, I'm going to bring the video, because the gentle is one of you guys. If he can do it, this guy is based, I will tell you, he's based in Italy. Alright? He only took instruction and ideas from this channel, and he ran with it. He is not one of those that he will call us today and say, oh, uncle, can I do this? Can I do that? He listened. He listened to us, and to be honest with you, and I'm not going to tell you what he did for me. He took some of the idea, and he went to go and start the project. And every day, this guy keep thanking me. I don't know. One of these days, I'm going to bring him on board. Okay? So what he wants to do on the floor is going to match the level of that slab. There is no weight. There is nothing that can bring that sinking soakaway, crack it. Nothing can crack it. Nothing can crack it. That is what everybody is doing. Anybody who is doing the modern houses in Lagos and in some parts of outside Lagos, that is what they are doing now. So when you're about to get to that stage on your project, remember to tell your contractor sinking soakaway. Don't let them say, okay, we're going to dig the ground. Let me quickly tell you here what some of these bricklayers do. They will say, when you do the foundation, you need the filling to fill the foundation to the top. Okay, they will tell you we need some lorries of filling. Okay, they will need some lorries of filling. They will get some lorries. However, they will tell you, let's quickly do the soakaway, so that whatever we take out of it, we're going to use it to fill your foundation. Yes, it's a good idea, but they are also working for their pocket, because the longer your project is going on, you are paying them for their service, you are paying money, their job never stops, their job never ends. So, but what do they do in the end when they give you such advice? Do they do the right thing for you? One thing is to advise you, another thing is to give you the good advice. Because when they advise you, you are going to follow their advice and say, okay, that's good, that's a good idea, let us do the soakaway. But is it the right soakaway they are doing? What they will do, the quickest job that they will do is they will tell the malams, the laborers, to dig the ground, take the soil away, use it to level the foundation, and what do? They now buy blocks, 9 inches blocks. Let me tell you, 9 inches blocks, a good karate, when you do a 9 inches block like this, it collapses because it's hollow. It has holes in it. When you crack it like this, the block splits into 2, or it splits into 3, or it splits into 4. However, can you crack that concrete of that sinking Soakaway? It is quite pricey. There's a little bit of money that you're going to spend there, but you're spending quality. Now, the bricklayer will put blocks with holes right round the 4 walls of the ground that they have dug. And you all know that there is hole in it. They will do a slab that is not as thick as 9 inches. They will put it on top of it, and then freshly before rain, you will see everything smooth, neat. And when the sewage water waste begin to go into that foundation, into that Soakaway, it absorbs the water as it goes in. There's no strong foundation of it. Soakaway, yes. Is this Soakaway also suitable in Benin City? Yeah, it's everywhere. You can use it anywhere, because anywhere where you have rain, I believe it rains in Benin as well. When it rains, rain goes into the soil and it goes to the bottom of the foundation. It goes to the bottom of the Soakaway. Even though you see the water drains out, but it still go somewhere to go and hide. So these are the ones that goes to the surroundings of the blocks that they have used to do the 4 walls of the ground that they have dug. So when the water goes in, the year 1, year 2, year 3, I can tell you within 5 years, that blocks, that 9 inches blocks the bricklayer suggested to you, will start crumbling bit by bit at the bottom. And once it crumbles, everything begins to sink down bit by bit. And then you now say, somebody will now call yourself, we need to redo the flooring of the compound. The compound is now sinking. The compound is now cracking. The wall is this, the wall is that. And that is the reason why when they do the old conventional Soakaway, it doesn't last long, and even by the time they drive over it, it cracks just like that. Anyway, we are not going to this sinking Soakaway also lasts. It doesn't get full like the other one. This one takes ages to fill in. Okay, but the good thing about it, you can drive any vehicle across it. Nobody knows that there's a Soakaway in the compound. The way they're going to do it, finishing, because the finishing of the compound floor will mark the level of this sinking Soakaway. The only place they're going to leave is just a square point where maybe they want to treat something or something in the distant future. Okay, so I've got 2-3 minutes to end today's broadcast. So if you have any questions, anything bothering you, your contractor has not done anything right, please bring it on board. Please subscribe. Please share this channel, and please put a bell in your subscription area, so that when I come live online, it will give you, it will ring, it will notify you that I'm coming live. Let me bring something unusual here. Do you know we are all resilient Africans? You might not be playing football. You might not be a superstar in athletics, rugby, or any of those sports that we all love to watch on TV. You are an African man, African people. 3 of our best, three African players got the best, highest goals in Premiership. If you are the one that plays football, if you are the one that loves football, if you are the one that loves, football all over the world, one achievement that you and I, that is in us, is the toughness. We are very tough, we are resilient, we are hardworking, we are go-getter, we like good things. That is what came all the way from Africa. Africans that travel far and wide to Europe, to US, to Canada, to Australia, to Japan, to Indonesia, to Malaysia, to Dubai, we have one thing in common: the resilience in us, the toughness in us, the hard working in us, the intelligence in us, the smartness in us. And those three players, Mohamed Salah came all the way from Egypt. Aubameyang came all the way from Gabon. Sadio Mane came all the way from Senegal. Those three boys have overtaken the football in England. What is that telling you? What exactly that those three boys, African stars, they've taken Premiership by storm. Right? Okay, please, can you give me a rough estimate of 54 meters raft, concrete fence in Lagos? Thanks. I cannot do this on the live forum. Take my number, WhatsApp me, and we will talk in private. I'll put my number here again. +44, bear with me. Biofuel. I will not talk about what I don't know. I don't know about biofuel. Okay? Biofuel, you can get an answer to that on Google. Right, bear with me. Are you enjoying my show? Please, I want you to comment me, guys. I want you to support me. I want you to write good comment. I want you to share this. This is a channel. I want this to be a TV studio where you and I will be saying, I knew how this man started. That is the story I want to be hearing. The story also I want to be hearing is the story of that man that came from Italy. And look at his project. His project is the one I'm analyzing to you. I want to be analyzing your own project as well. Right? I want to be analyzing it. This is my number, okay? +44 782 554 3535. WhatsApp me. Right, so share this to friends. Like I said, you and I, we are hustlers. We travel to improve our lives. We travel to get something better. We are fast, very fast individuals. The fastness and the toughness and the roughness in you makes you to succeed whatever country that you are located. I don't care whatever country you are located, but those important skills that are in you, the toughness, the ruggedness, the strong man, the strongest, the strong, the strength that is in you, the intelligence that is in you, the resilience that is in you, the quickness that is in you, are all put together to work for your strength, for your ability, for your success, for your achievement, which you will now use. Okay, what you are using in that terrain where you are, you need to take it back home. You are too long in that place. Look at how long that is taking you to get your paper settled, your paper regularized. Do you know the number of sleepless hard nights? Some people, let me tell you, they go to some parties when they enter some countries. This is what happened in this country. In this country, some people, they go to places where they are doing clubs, night clubs. They buy perfumes. Some people have forgotten what they have done when they first arrived in those countries where they arrived. But now they are now settled. They don't want to do. They don't want to push themselves anymore. I know of some guys. They will go and buy perfume. They call it peke. They call it peke. Now this perfume, they go to nightclubs. They stand by the door. They spray guys before they enter the club, and the guys will give them tips. Some will get £1, some will get $1. You know how many $1 that some of them get in that period of 2-3 hours? the club was when the club was on. This is what they put together. Somebody gave them that IQ, that intelligent idea. Some of them put this together day and night, in the winter, in the summer, and they use it to pay their rent. They use it to feed their children. Some of them they jump from house to house, from friend to friend, to make sure that they can. I mean, some of them work all day. They just go in the night. They don't go and eat. They just go and sleep. Years like that, they got their papers because of the toughness that is in them, because of the ruggedness that is in them, because of the intelligence that is in them, because they are very resilient. Now that one, after years that you have done this and you have now got your papers, why do you want to stay in that country? It is not how long that matters, it is how well. Don't get deceived by those people that say if you go to Nigeria they're going to take their money. What about those people who go to Nigeria they don't take their money? What about those people that go to Ghana or Uganda or Kenya or Zimbabwe or South Africa and they don't take their money? So why do you always think about negative things? Get in touch. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Please encourage me to do more. Now, what about those people that travel back? You only see the negative side. Why don't you see the positive side? Longest time, there's always a landlord. There's always a tenant. You will always be a tenant. It has been said that the hand that giveth is always above. A landlord will always be above because you have allowed somebody to rent your house. He gives you income today, he gives you income tomorrow, he gives you income in future. And when in your old age, you rely on the money that comes there. If at the end of the day, you do not, you're having problems with tenants, you can sell that property. This is the property that you invested in Africa, that you did not borrow money like mortgage in Europe, like mortgage in US, like mortgage all over Western world, in Asia. I don't know how they do it in Asia. So bank is not coming to come and take your property. So you think as intelligent you are to leave the shores of Africa to where you are at the moment. Some places all over Europe, all over America, all over the snow, the winter period is the worst time of the year, but you still stand there because of the ruggedness in you. So those three footballers, what does that connote? It says Africans are tough, Africans are strong, Africans are resilient, Africans can stand situation of things, Africans are very, very forward thinking. Those three players from Gabon, in those days, somebody will say, well, Gabon, that player is from Gabon, but that same player has contributed 30 goals in all competition. Aubameyang was born in Gabon, just like you are born in any part of Africa. You might not be playing football, but that's one of your own. The same strength, the same blood, the same heart that you have. This boy came, traveled around Europe before he ended up in UK. He plays for Arsenal. Second season, he's getting golden boot. He's an African. Sadio Mane is a black. He's even darker than you. If you go and look at his picture on Google, he is darker, very dark. He's darker than me. This Sadio Mane, he played for Liverpool. He scored 22 goals in Premiership. On all competition, he scored 31 goals. The same goes to Mohamed Salah. He is from Egypt. Within the continent of Africa. You came from the continent of Africa. So what have you got that you can use for yourself? What have you got? Look back. What have you done since January? Look at your life since January. Look at your surroundings. Are you happy where you are working? Are you happy? Have you given the best? Have you done the best? Have you given your family the best? Have you given your brother the best? Have you given your wife the best? Have you given your children the best? Yes. Africa is good. Africa is the future. Thank you, my brother Kenneth. Thank you for that. We all came from Africa. That means there's something in you that is great. What is in Aubameyang is football. He's doing what he knows how to do best. And he's promoting the flag of Gabon. At the end of the season, he carried the Gabonese flag. Did you carry your country flag? How do you carry your country flag in what you are doing? Now, Sadio Mane carried Senegal flag at the end of the season. He did not go and carry England flag. Mohamed Salah carried Egypt's flag. So you now need to carry the country flag. And what can you do to invest back home? The terrain where you are is not the best where it should be. The terrain is not the best terrain. The terrain is not the best terrain for you. Please don't forget the son of who you are. You have to go back and let them know that the resilient, you did not leave the shores of that country just for the sake of it. You don't want them to be saying that, but they said they went abroad. But they said they went to Ghana. But they said they went to Canada. But they said they went to the US. But they said they went to Spain. You don't even see the sign that they went to Spain. Anyway, enough word is enough for the wise. Those three African players, you remember Samuel Eto'o, Rogamila, all of these people did very well abroad, just like you travel abroad. All of these people also struggle to get their visa. All of these people struggle to get their stay. You also struggle to get your stay. I don't know how you got your stay where you are. I don't know how you got your stay wherever. I know how I got my stay. And I cannot get my stay and not sit back without not taking the resources of the country where I am and take it. Don't forget the day you came to that country, you don't have what you have today at the moment. So the strength that you have used to build the energy, to build the wealth that you have, remember the place where you came from. Remember, as an African, we need to be invest back. Yes, no matter how long you live abroad, you will always be connected to Africa. Kenneth, thank you for that. Thank you for your message, for good word. Please, guys, contribute. This is a channel, a wake up, a clarion call channel, a channel that lifts people up, a channel that energizes you. You need this kind of a clarion call every day. When you wake up, you come to think, look, do you know where I came from? I was not born in this country, and I'm not going to stay forever in this country. I came from a country, a country of hope, a country that has everything, a country that has all that I need to. The life is easy, the people are friendly, food is cheap, everything is cheap. This is where we will return to. Let me be honest with you. This is a place when you go there, they are going to be happy with you as long as you give them the little change. Forget about we that will come abroad. Don't forget that you came to that country, you did not bring anything. Now begin to think of what have you done since January? What have you done since February? What have you done in March? In April, this is May. We have June, we have July, we have August till Christmas. Now begin to do some strategic projecting. Sorry, don't let me go there. Some strategic planning, some strategic and proper planning. If you've not done anything since the beginning of the year, it's not too late. Begin to look at where you can get either half plot, either a plot. You must share a plot with somebody. Let me be honest with you. Rome was not built in a day. You can start today. You can start making inquiries. You can start asking questions. You can start. I want to be hearing that by this time of the end of June, I have made a connection to buy land. That is what happened to that man from Italy. His project is the one that I'm sharing with you almost every other day because he listened and the man wants to move. He doesn't know anything. You don't have to know anything. but you have to learn from those people who know everything. That is the way it is. This gentleman from Italy, he's done very well for himself and for this channel. This is the channel where you will be told the truth and the truth will set you free. This is the channel that you get the idea that will not let people to swindle you. This is the channel where people that has been messed up, people that have said, I will not go back to my country anymore. No, it's a cock and bull story. You will go back. You are going to take the bull by the horn. You don't run away from a problem. You deal with that problem, you destroy that problem, and you march on. Because from time immemorial, there will always be problem. So every time there's a problem, you run away, then you are not a strong person. Because that resilience that you have in you, that made you to leave the shore of Africa, is still in you. That resilience, that toughness, that adaptability, strength that you have is still in you. You need to now put it and channel it properly to work for you, and then you now take it. You have used that adaptability to adapt to the terrain where you are. I don't know where you are in the globe. You might be in the US, you might be in America. Some people run up and down, here and there. The police never catch them. They succeeded and make and got their papers. That resilience is what you need to fight whatever problem. Nobody will kill you. Nobody will mess you up. Nobody will do anything strong against you. When you ask questions, they said the person that asks questions will never miss the way. If you ask the proper and the right question, you will not miss your way. Okay? Right. I have done 1 hour here. I never knew I'm going to do 1 hour today. Please, this is a channel of hope. This is a channel of peace. This is a channel of a wake-up call. I want to be hearing stories like that gentleman. I'm not going to mention his name because of confidentiality. That gentleman, a couple of months ago, only stumbled on this channel. He stumbled on this channel and he watches a few of our videos. And because of that, he has done very well for himself. I'm not going to mention the number of years he spent in Italy. He's done very well for himself. So, please share this video. Please make comment. Please put the bell that whenever I come online, I will be coming online at this exact same time every Sunday, 8 p.m. Unless I have a special request. From time immemorial, I'll probably come do one more midweek and one on Sunday. And also, I'm bringing some videos on this channel. The short comedy. We're not going to be doing long videos. African comedy, we all love comedy. We all know African comedy. So we're coming. We're getting some clips. We produced some. They are putting final analysis to it. From sometime next week, they will be getting them on this channel. We want you to watch it. I want you to let us succeed, because when the success comes from this channel, I will not forget any one of you. All of you from Indonesia. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, all of you, whatever country where you are. You are my brother. We're all hustlers. We are resilient. We are very intelligent, because it takes a tough person to live in the terrain where you and I are. Some of our people back home, when we tell them what we go through, how we pay our taxes, how we pay the bills, how at the end of the month we don't have anything, they don't believe us. But it takes tough people like you to ignore them. It takes tough people, tough and intelligent and hardworking, resilient people like you in Malaysia, in Singapore, in Indonesia, in US, in Canada. Merci beaucoup, all my friends. Merci, mademoiselle. Merci beaucoup for from Zimbabwe, from Kenya, all over Africa, all over. It doesn't matter whatever you are doing. It has been proposed that you are going to be there, because if you are not there, you will not have achieved what you have achieved today. Some people back home, they want to do what we want to do. They cannot get it because it is not the will of God for them to be where they are. It is the will of God for you to be where you are, and nothing will happen to you. You are going to succeed just like you and I. That is the purpose. Now you know that what you need to do is to harness the resources. You might have blown it, you might have messed it up, you might have destroyed it, you might have been swindled, you might have been messed up in the past. It doesn't matter. It is not how long but how well. So it is how well right now that I want to be hearing. So by this time in June or July, I want to be hearing I bought my land. By this time in July, I want to be hearing I have built my bungalow to lintel level. By the August time, I have done the roof. I want to be hearing such beautiful stories. I don't want to be hearing what they have done to me, what that uncle have done for me, what that person have done. He stole my money, he called me. Yes, there will always be stories like that. That is what makes our resilience to make us tough. That is what makes us to be hard as what we are. That's what makes us to get us succeed. That's what makes us to have long life. We will always encounter difficulties, and when you surpass the difficulty, you become a better person. That is what our difficult times are, right? So don't forget about that. Those people that brings difficulties along your way, that is what they know how to do. They cannot go beyond that. They can't do anything better than that. That is what they will continue to do. They cannot rise above you. You will rise above them. You will always be higher than them. Because of that, you take that toughness and ruggedness in you to make it to work hard and raise the fund and begin to march on. So by July, August, I want to be hearing, I'm doing my roofing, I'm doing long span. What type of roofing should I use? Is it general? Is it long span? I'm going to do the plastering by August. I'm going to start to do the painting of my house by September. I want to be putting the toilet and bathroom and the doors and windows by November. By Christmas, I want to be hearing that, you know what, uncle, my first tenant is coming in. That is what I want to be hearing for you and I, resilient, tough, and hard-working, hustlers in abroad. So thank you very much. I am going to stop here. I'm hoping to come again, same time, same channel, same situation, same uplifting words, same encouragement, and that is what we're going to be together. We are all hustlers. We have been destined to come to this country where we are. Nobody can muscle us, can frustrate us. Frustration is not our because don't forget that when you are traveling, you are full of energy, full of heartbeat. There is so much toughness in you, and you are doing very well, doing okay until those idiots came. But don't worry, that is what they know how to do best. You are going to rise above them. You are going to build your house. You are going to have your tenants. You are going to make it. You are going to now start channeling that energy and that resources, that money that you have to support some positive things. So that is what I want to be hearing. By Christmas, we're going to celebrate great Christmas for great project. Each and every one of us that has been contributing, has been watching this channel. Is great news I want to be hearing. Now, we're going to have a great week. You and I are hustlers. You and I are resilient. You and I are tough. You and I are intelligent. You and I are hardworking. You and I are purposeful. You and I are forward thinking. We have plan A, we have plan B. Plan A and plan B put together becomes a solid, intelligent, hardworking, resilient, intelligent, and a rich, resourceful African based all over the world. Until I see you on Sunday or midweek, I will say merci beaucoup, merci to all my fans all over the world that has been trooping to this channel. This is a channel of hope, a channel of beautiful heart to heart talk. So please share this, generate more comments. Please put the bell there. Please subscribe and let me have over 3,000 subscribers. Let this go viral, because this is the kind of word we want to be hearing. We don't want to be hearing things, because this is a foundation. This is a platform that you need for the week. So you and I are wonderful people. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. All over the world, all over Africa, all over US, all over Canada, all over Australia, all over Singapore, Malaysia. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you very much, Sandra. I wish you all the best, and the best is yours all over the world. Thank you, Merci. I'm gonna cut now. Thank you. Sorry, I'm gonna cut now. I've been saying these things that I'm gonna cut. But remember, same time, 8 o'clock UK time, every Sunday. Until I come again, I will say good night, merci beaucoup. Thank you. All my fans, God bless you all. Bye.